Okay, good morning, good morning. This is Martin, that photography guy, here in Queens, confines of the 104 precinct. Confines of the 104 precinct, you have a pedestrian that was struck and left in serious condition at this time, taken to the hospital, local hospital. This is Juniper Boulevard and 81st Street, where a lady was attempting to cross the street. Car traveling on the yellow line struck and carried her a good distance before she came to rest in the street. EMS responded to the 911 call and transported her in serious condition. At this time, the Highway CIS, that's the Criminal Investigation Squad, they do their determination of if there's any criminality. The driver remained on the scene. The gentleman in the yellow hoodie. At this time, the husband just arrived short time ago before I went live and is talking to the detectives. That would be the gentleman in the center of the screen with the red on his jacket. Also, you have the detectives who are here gathering their information, also getting the information from the investigators, the Highway CIS investigators, to determine what the final circumstances of the job will be, if the gentleman will be charged with any criminality. At this time, I'm going to back out because I'm at the edge of the scene. Let me first bring y'all out. The street is closed at this time. I'll bring you around so that you have a better understanding and view of the accident. From this angle, you're unable to see it, but the skid marks go back all the way. As a matter of fact, he went past it. Just before their feet, there's a glove. That's where she was hit from. There's very serious damage to the front of the car. The lady, a 75-year-old lady, received serious head trauma. So at this time, all tests have been done. There was a DUI test to make sure that the individual was not under any influence. They've done a skid mark test. One second. Okay, they're about to finish up. They're gathering the information for the detectives. These two gentlemen right here. They will make the final determination of whether there was any criminality. If you look, you can see he's at an angle. You can see one of the skid marks on the yellow line. You can see the angle of the skid mark, which will also show you that he was on the wrong side of the road. That's the lady's jacket. They're going through, checking for any evidence. And at this time, the whole street is closed off. People are walking their dogs in the park, stopping, looking to see just what took place. Once again, this is the gentleman right here in the orange hoodie, was driving at an excessive speed. The exact speed will be determined by the highway investigators. This gentleman is the husband of the lady that was hit. Days before Thanksgiving, he now has to worry about whether his wife will survive or not. And she has to spend her time in the hospital. Well, yes, they need all these resources to find out what exactly is taking place, why the person was hit, how the person was hit, and just what took place before and after. They need to figure out how fast the gentleman was going. This gentleman right here in the center of the screen, he is taking pictures. That device on the tripod and the stick that he's holding, the stick, sends information to the camera. So wherever he is, he can take pictures with that device. At this time, they're conferring. Uh-oh. Wait, let's see here. Is he going to the husband or is he going to he's going to the husband first? Well, Kent, if something happened to you or a loved one of yours, wouldn't you want to know what took place? This is the sequence of events to figure out what took place and why. You have the driver's word, but he can also be saying whatever he wants to say to cover his behind. So that's why they have to come and investigate, and they have to figure out what took place and see if the evidence matches up with what the individual said took place. As you see here, his windshield is cracked severely. His rearview mirror is all but broken off. If you see the black mark in the yellow line, that's part of his skid mark, which emanated somewhere in the middle of these lines in the yellow. It's a very long skid mark, which also tells that he was traveling at a high rate of speed. And they're walking with the gentleman now. He's not in custody at the moment. They are going to be talking to him try and get you closer to see the skid marks and the other side of the accident. Pardon me while I walk to the back of the accident. Yeah. Now, you might be able to see it a little bit better once I zoom in. If you look in the yellow, you see the black skid mark, the tire treads of the vehicle when he hit the brakes, when he hit the lady. Reportedly, she was carried on the hood to that distance. So from the bottom of the screen to where the vehicle is located is where she was hit, and then that's where the vehicle came to rest. Okay. So again, this is that photography guy on the scene. I will be sending any other information out, but at this time the investigation is ongoing. One lady in critical condition, taken to the hospital with severe head trauma. The driver remained on the scene and the investigation is ongoing. So Godspeed to the lady, that she survived and she's able to carry on her Thanksgiving with her husband and many more. Also, log on to HAPS and make yourself a member. Follow myself, also FNTV, DNY News. That's one of the other reporters. He makes a lot more videos. So that's myself, that photography guy, and DNY News. Give us a like, give us a save, and follow us for more breaking news. Currently in Queens, Juniper Boulevard North and 81st Street. Take care. Have a safe day. Happy Thanksgiving to all.